Hey guys, welcome back to another video. And also, before we continue on this adventure, I just want to point out, if you're dumb and don't want to translate my last video, it's pretty much just a leak of all the characters that will be coming eventually in the Revenge Part 2. But anyways, I'm going to pretty much review these analogs. So we have the OEM, and a 90s Honda one. I'm just gonna call it the CRX, an FH2 one, turbo one, which I'm calling it that, but I already forgot the name that it's from. And we have these two. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to drive these three cars. I'm going to review these. And it'll be quick because I don't have that much disk space right now. And I'm going to review and I'm going to tell you which ones you should and should not get. So it's pretty much smash or pass, analog edition. Let's start. Focusing, you could focus on any one you want, just replay the video as many times as you want. These are pretty good. We're gonna start with the quirks and features. First off, with these two, you can change the color. I find very cool. You have a lot of variety of color. You have the full faded, well, full, and then kind of faded. Looks very bad on this one, I guess. It doesn't look half bad, but I really like it. I like the fade on this one, this Challenger gauge. Then we have the turbo one. It's pretty cool. We'll get to the feature, or one of the features on this one. But if you're going mainly for traffic physics, and also something I forgot to point out, is it has gas and brake on these two, all the way to the left. Pretty nice. All of these, except the CRX and the turbo, have temperature and fuel, the blue and red things. And focusing on the turbo, as you can see, I just crashed. Focus on this white and red part. Bam, that's pretty much just the damage meter. It's very cool, very laggy. And on the FH2 one, the hazards, or turn signals, look very cool on this. I really like it. Also on the CRX and all that, all the parking brakes, as you can see, all light up except for the turbo. The turbo doesn't have hazards or parking brakes or any of that. It's pretty bad. And then there's the OEM. It has everything. Has your lights. Pretty cool. These do light up. Very nice. As you can see on the left ones, colors changed on the FH2 screen, and then the blue for the all that. And you can hardly see that the headlights are on for the CRX, because a bad thing I do not like about it is it is completely transparent, so it kind of sucks. I'm just gonna check to see. Oh, it's still recording. Holy. And then full blast. It's very cool on all these. Even the turbo one, it has headlights, surprisingly. Now, to the next vehicle, we have truck. So bad thing about the turbo and the CRX is the rev limiters don't change according to the actual RPMs. Like these two do, this one does, and this one does. You can kind of not tell with the FH2 one because it really doesn't. It shows digital RPMs, and it lights up more as you rev on the FH2 one. And now for the turbo one, as you can see on the yellow, as my boost gauge goes up and the turbos have a higher PSI, the yellow goes up. Very cool. Shows the miles, all of that. Very interesting. And then now to the bullard. All these gauges can really open up. Sounds very weird. now to which one, just pretty much smash or pass for analogs. Which ones should you get? We're going to start with left and go to all the way to right. This is not for the PSIs, this is just for analogs. So this is in general, this is not just for damage or for turbo or anything like that. This is just for in general, like if you like to roleplay or if you want to see everything, then you'd use this. So these two on the left here, I highly recommend these. These are very good mod, very nice. Once again, it has the cool lights and everything. What I prefer more, I have no clue. And then we have the turbo one. I really don't recommend this if you're going for, in general, for damage and turbo. That's pretty much all you would really use this for. It's very nice. I recommend it for that. And for the FH2 one, I recommend this. Not highly recommend, but I recommend it. The only thing I don't like about it is the RPMs. It's pretty laggy. You can hardly tell. And it doesn't have actual RPM numbers. It's just showing digital. It's not actually there. And I'm not really a fan of that. So I recommend it, but I don't highly recommend it. The CRX one, I do not recommend. It is super transparent, you could hardly see anything on it, and I just don't recommend it at all. I don't really like it. It's realistic, it's iconic, but I don't really like it. And then we have the OEM BeamNG.Drive one. I recommend this, but if you're like me and you think it's boring and you're too used to it, then I would pick up one of these, because they're very nice. And it's all one mod. If you could just go over in the UI section of this repository, whatever, you could easily find it. So that is pretty much all I have to say in this video. If you want to get these, get the ones that I show in this video. FH2 hazards are delayed. Well, all of them are delayed actually. But that is that. I will see you guys in the next video. If I make a part 2, it'll come out a little after this. But I will see you guys in the next video. Get those analogs I recommended, okay? But Hog Rider out. See you guys.